Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, Rebecca, Stu, and the crew. So today we're going to be making this sports award display for my girls that I wanted to hang in their room so they can hang some of their awards that they've been getting at gymnastics. So this can be customized for any sport that your kids do. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to need are two of these decorative wall displays from Dollar Tree. And you're going to need some Mod Podge, one of these Dream It, Wish It, Do It signs, some paint, some wood glue, a little bit of washi tape or some glitter tape, some rose binder clips, and some poster board, and some little ribbon and embellishments to decorate your sign with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this original backing or picture that was on there, and I wet it with a sponge and just rubbed off the excess paper, and then I remove the holder from the top because we're going to replace this with something else. Now I don't want the back to be left like this, so I am going to paint over this because I like the more finished look. So the first thing I did is I used my wood glue and I kind of popped this together, and then I used the wood glue and a little bit of hot glue just to hold it together while it was drying. So then I'm gonna obviously we're going to flip it over, and this is the side that we're actually going to decorate. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the back of this after the after the glue has dried. I want to go ahead and paint the back of this because I like to have the finished look on the back. I know we're not going to see the back, but I still like to make it look nice. If you don't want to do this part, you don't have to. You can skip it, or you could even just cover it with something else. You don't have to paint it. Even spray painting it would actually work if you wanted to do it that way, but I just went ahead and painted it. So now I use this decorative designer poster board that you can get at Hobby Lobby. It was $1.99 for a full sheet of this poster board. I like the wood grain palette look, so that's why I chose this one. They have a lot of different ones to choose from. So the first thing I did was I laid the poster board down, and I put the two pictures that I had already glued together on top of it, and then I just traced it and cut it out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the front of this picture. So all I did is I took some Mod Podge and I squirted it on there, and I used my sponge brush to cover it. Make sure you cover it pretty well. You don't want to overdo it because you don't want the poster board to start to wrinkle, but make sure you have enough to fully cover it so it's going to stick. So then I just lined it up with the pre-cuts that I had made, rubbed it on, and then I took this little squeegee thing that I have and I just really rubbed it down to make sure that there were no bubbles or anything and that it was really stuck down. And then I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a little while. So the next thing I do is I'm going to take the silhouette that I printed from the internet. So you can just type in silhouette and then whatever sport that your kids do. So my kids do gymnastics, so I typed in silhouette gymnast, and there was free clip art, so that's where I got this picture from. So after I did that, what I did was I actually took a lead pencil and I traced over the print from the printer, from where I printed it at the printer. And so you take the lead of the pencil and you want to like really color it in kind of dark, because what you're going to do is you're going to flip this upside down and use this as a transfer. So once I found the center and where I wanted to place that, I put it here and I used some painter's tape to hold it in place. Then I take my squeegee, or you can even take like a popsicle stick or something like that, and you want to really rub kind of hard, and it's going to transfer the picture onto your poster board. So then I went ahead with my pencil and I just traced the outline so I had a nice crisp edge, and then I actually just kind of drew on a leotard and a hair bow for her because I wanted to paint that a different color. I didn't want the whole thing to be just the silhouette. So then just using my really small paintbrush and this Apple Barrel brand black paint that I got from Walmart for about 57 cents, I just fill in her arms, her legs, and her head, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint the leotard a different color. So for our daughter's room, we chose to use a ballerina pink color. I also got that at Walmart, and it is the Apple Barrel brand if you're looking to do, to do this project the same as what I've done here. So I just went ahead and painted on the leotard. It did take 2 coats to cover the pencil lead for this one. because the paint's a little bit light. And I took a really small, fine detail brush, and I just did this little hair bow on her. And so now I'm going to decorate the leotard. So all I did is I took this Mod Podge and the really fine brush that I was just using for the hair, and I paint just some little straight lines or some curved lines on the leotard, and then I sprinkle it with this glitter. And then once I brush it off, I have these really cute little gold lines. And then I decided, you know what, let's put a little bit of pink glitter in there. So I went in between the gold lines and put a little bit more of the Mod Podge, and then I sprinkled it with the pink glitter, and I just love the way it turned out. It looks like a real leotard, and it really makes this really pop with the glitter on there. So I thought it turned out really cute. And you could put really any design you want, and it just depends on, you know, what sport you're doing and what you want it to look like. So then she's standing on a balance beam, so I went ahead and took the Mod Podge and painted that where the balance beam was at after I had traced it with a black Sharpie, and then I just sprinkled on my glitter. So now I'm going to take this marquee tape that I got at Hobby Lobby. It was on sale for 90% off, and it's just tape. You can use washi tape as well, and I just stuck it on both sides of the picture. And then I took this chevron ribbon that I got at Dollar Tree over in the spring section, and I put that on top of the washi tape on both sides. And then I took these rose gold binder clips, and these are going to be what holds the award. So I glued those to the edges on both sides. So there were 6 total, and then I glued 2 down at the bottom by the balance beam just for some extra spots. So then I kind of played around with the sign. I cut it out first and then moved them around to where I think I would want them before I peeled them off and stuck them to the picture. So then I took some leftover chevron ribbon, and I made these little bows, and I glued those to the front of all of the rose gold binder clips. So now the binder clips can hold like certificates or ribbons or anything like that. So now I'm going to take these rose gold paper clips that I got also at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to put one on each side of the picture to make my new hanger for this wall display. So then I just took some iridescent ribbon and I tied a little knot on both sides, and then I put some hot glue on the back to make sure that it stayed. So now I took these little hearts that I got in the Valentine's section from Dollar Tree, and I peeled off the white part with the gem, and I just stuck these on around the sign just to add some little embellishments. And then I made a bow for the top with the same ribbon that I used for the bows on the sides, and I took a little a heart gem, and I stuck that in the middle of all the bows and at the top. And this is the finished project with all their little awards that they got from gymnastics. So I hope you guys like this. If you did, go ahead and please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up, like, and share this video. And thank you so much for watching.